Greetings, surface dwellers of the internet. I am the Cybermole, and the month of May has ended here on the farm. Admittedly, the month of May has ended around the rest of the world also, but that is a minor detail at the moment. I will not completely discount the rest of the world, so some global acknowledgements for the month of May. In Honduras, the city of La Ceiba finished holding a week-long carnival known as Feria de San Isidro, where they celebrate the city's patron saint, one Saint Isidore the Laborer. The nation of Japan celebrated what is known as Golden Week, where they have Constitution Memorial Day, where they celebrate the final approval of the nation's constitution back in 1947, along with Greenery Day and Children's Day. And the nation of Ethiopia, with their own special lunar calendar, is in the month of Jinbet. The major celebration here in Jinbet for them is the downfall of the Derg, where back in 1991, the provisional military government of socialist Ethiopia was finally overthrown, ending a decades-long civil war. Finally, for California, the month of May means the beginning of summer. Yes, April is the only month of spring that California has. Thank you, climate change. Summer means wildfires and the end of control bans. So I am back to, you guess it, slashing down manzanita, chopping it so it can fit into the chipper, and chipping it. So we are back to slash, chop, chip. Slash, chop, chip. Slash, chop, repot some tree saplings, chip. Slash, chop, chip. Slash, unbox a new stump grinder with dad, chop, chip. Summer is well underway. I am going to talk more on the new stump grinder next month, hopefully without turning that episode into a sort of product review. We do have some critiques concerning this bit of new hardware for us. So, just a heads up for folks. And the stump grinder is the next step for what we are doing in the market acre. Now, I have been referring to this market acre a few times, and the reason I call it a market acre is because I do not yet know if this will be a market garden or a market nursery. Both bring their own individual problems and hurdles. So let us start with, what is a market garden? In agriculture, the market garden is typically 1, maybe upwards of 3 acres, I'm clearing about a half acre right now, of land that is set aside for the growth of cash crops, small-scale cash crops, typically fruits, vegetables, flowers, and these cash crops are sold almost directly, or often directly, to consumers in farmers' markets or through systems such as subscriptions, and often as well to restaurants or independent produce stores. The difficulties that we face for our market garden being properly developed are as follows. Number 1, bringing it down to bare earth. We need to finish cutting down all the manzanita, possibly ripping up all of the, let's say, most of the walnuts. There's a couple of trees that we might be able to save and salvage. Most are dead. Number 2 is soil restoration. The soil we have is of a lousy quality where we are currently clearing and can most easily irrigate. And this brings up a few problems itself, because the amount of additives that I need, most reliable and organic being, of course, manure, pick horse, bull, whichever critter you wish, the amount of manure I need is going to be some 10 to 12 tons for only a half acre. My next major issue in this is I do not have proper road access in order to receive 10 to 12 tons of animal manure. I'm going to need permits and permissions from the county and the Department of Transportation in order to create such an entrance in order to receive these tons of manure. And then there's the fact that I shall need perhaps 2 or 3 separate deliveries, each of 10 to 12 tons of manure, in order to properly bring the soil into a condition that I can grow fruits and vegetables in. Problem number 3 is, who do I sell these things to? Who do I sell my produce to? The local small grocery stores and restaurants, I have no business relationship with these, so I'm going to have to develop that. And if I want to sell directly to customers, I'm going to need permits and perhaps a stall here on the farm, roadside. Again, I will need an entrance for that. If I want to sell in the local farmer's market, I will have to register with that and purchase stall space in order to have a stall at the farmer's market. I have many things to look into when it comes to developing a market garden. Now, plan B for the market acre is a market tree nursery. Tree nurseries require different permits than that of a market garden selling fruits and vegetables and such. The main issue with tree nurseries is trees come with various disease and parasite concerns. These diseases and parasites will kill trees. We do not want these things spreading because dead trees are the perfect fuel for forest fires. Hooray! As you can see, I have several questions to answer, several issues to research, so please like, subscribe, and activate notifications. I will return with properly prepared plots and plans.